Hey, everybody. I'm Kelsey with ToyNotes.com and welcome back. If it's your first time visiting with us, you are in for a lot of fun today. We're playing with a board game. It's called Escape Room. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard about escape rooms, but a bunch of my friends have been doing it and it seems pretty popular these days. Basically, if you've never heard of an escape room, it's made up of paying people money to lock you in a room, decoding passwords and messages, and trying to beat a clock. Essentially, you're locked in, you've got to find all the clues, and you've got to beat the clock or else you lose the game. And I don't know about you, but I, one, prefer my pajama pants to pretty much any pants. And two, I just can't get my mind around the idea of paying someone money to lock me in a room. Of course, I don't really like confined spaces, so when I saw the new escape room board game right here, I was pretty darn excited because I like the idea of figuring out a puzzle and beating the clock because I'm pretty competitive and I like a good challenge. But again, I don't have to be locked in a room for this one. I could actually have my pajama pants on and perhaps a glass of wine. Of course, I'm not sure that'll help me with my strategy, but nonetheless. Let's look at the box. Your escape room board game is going to be for players 16 and older. Now, I'm not sure if that's just difficulty level or what that rating is for, but we're going to find out. You're also going to need 3 to 5 players. That's a minimum of 3, a maximum of 5. Now, since there's not 3 of me, it might be a little hard to completely show you the gameplay, but I'm sure going to do my best. Bringing in my trusty scissors, we're going to go ahead and see what comes with the escape room game. Alright, so that's an empty box, so let's just set that over there. And let's see, this looks like the code decoder, the Chrono decoder it says. So this is what we're going to use to, one, beat the clock, to open it. So it's kind of lightweight, feels kind of, it's a plastic, but it feels kind of like cheap plastic, game plastic. Looks like we're going to have to put some batteries in there, and there's an on-off switch on the back. So we've got part 1, some game cards and things in this baggie. Let's see what we have in here. Alright, so we've got some hint cards. Hint decoder. So how does that work then? Oh, okay, so you can't see it, and then when you use, let's see, does this open, or how does it work? Guess we'll have to find the instructions to figure out how that works. It's like one of those things when you were a kid that you look at it through a special colored plastic lens and then you can see the hint. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's kind of like blue lettering behind there, so you can see that it says something, but you cannot read it at all. So we've got those things. We've got... Okay, so we've got all the parts to break down the game. We have part 1 where we start, and then we have 2 part 2s. So we've got a book and a part 2 envelope. And then we have part 3, but you can only open them in order. You can see do not open before you've entered second code correctly. We've got our game rules and instructions, so I'm going to keep those handy. And it looks like these are just more games. Like this, you see the part 1 in there, part 1 in there, and then it's got all the same ingredients, the envelopes and all of that. So I'm just going to set that over here since we're just going to play one of the parts today. Oh, I might have opened one too soon. Looks like the main bag that comes with more hint cards and, oh, okay, so this is just another piece. This is not a main thing. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I've got everything together. So you have a total of 4 possibilities. We have the one that we've opened, this one, and this one. So there's 4 possibilities to play, and each comes in its own baggie so you can keep things organized. Now looking at the game rules. So reading the game rules, it says, welcome to escape room. You're locked in the game. Within 60 minutes, you must solve a puzzle and riddles. You can download an app for extra thematic background music or share a photo of your team in moment of victory on social media. This is crucial information, it says up here. The game includes 16 keys. There are 6 different key sides, each containing different information. The other keys are exact copies. If you look closely, you will see that 2 keys have exactly the same front and back. The other 2 keys have different. Examine the keys carefully before starting your game. Well, it looks like they're Roman numeral oriented as well, so that you can put it with whatever game you're playing. Hint cards. Each adventure contains 8 numbered hint cards. You occasionally hear a beep beep sound to indicate you can take a hint. You can opt to not read it, but that is a challenge. That is extra challenging. To read the hint card, slide it into the hint card decoder. All adventures require the use of the hint card decoder that you will find in Adventure 1. Always read hints carefully and completely. If you do not need it, it means you're on the right track and schedule. Preparation. Place 3 AA batteries in the Chrono decoder. Always play First Adventure Prison Break, which is the one we have open here and ready, then Adventure 2 Virus, and so on to increase your difficulty level. Make sure everyone has pen and paper ready. Make sure you have good lighting and sit together so everyone has a good view of everything. Carefully examine the details on the keys of the Chrono decoder before you start. All right, so each adventure has 3 parts. As we saw, you must find the code consisting of 4 keys that you enter in the Chrono decoder. Find 3 correct codes within 60 minutes. So Chrono decoder information, which is this thing here. It says during the game you'll come across text or logo ER. This is important information and means that you must convert something using a decoder system on the 2 sides of the Chrono decoder or by using information from the top and front of the device. Never use the Chrono decoder unless you get the text or ER logo. Each adventure requires only 1 cipher type. Study the ciphers carefully before starting your game. Okay, I think we've got enough information. So if we look at this, there's these different ciphers on the side. M equals 32, and then there's all these letters and numbers so going across. Number 1 through 5 correlates to a letter. Then we have dots and lines like Morse code correlating with a letter. Some kind of graphs. And then we've got a wheel of letters, wheel of numbers, everything kind of connects there. So that's how that works. Now, I haven't yet found the keys, so I'm wondering where those may be so that we can get started. So let's go back to the instructions here. See, as you can see what they look like. They look like these little gold-colored keys. 16 keys, and I didn't see any of those in any of the other packages. That's a part 2 to that game. I feel like I want to think that this opens or something. Doesn't look like it though. And there's nothing inside, like I'm shaking it and I don't hear anything. So I should have looked because there are keys. They were still in the box. And as you can see, they are pretty detailed. You can see the Roman numeral 2 and then letters and numbers correlating on there. And guys, that's pretty much it for us today. Just opening and kind of looking at the quality of the escape room game. I really like that the instructions are pretty easy to understand, that you do have multiple difficulty levels and a chance to make it more difficult whether or not you take the hints and that sort of thing. So guys, I did get a chance to play the game for you guys. That game ran just shy of the 60-minute clock by 1 minute 40 seconds. So I was successful in beating the clock by myself even though I didn't have any teammates. So since the gameplay does run pretty long, I have made that as a separate video, so you guys can go check that out. I put the link in the description for you. So make sure you check that out, and also check us out at toynotes.com where we have lots of other gameplay and game reviews for you. And until next time, see you soon.